Yeah, and welcome to my very first stream of Wolfenstein: The New Order. This is my very first stream on my channel, and just as the very first stream is going out, I want to do also just some channel updates and also talk to you guys about some new stuff that'll be coming, new videos, new series, new everything. Also get some stuff off my chest of what stuff will be coming out in the future. Get some movie reviews out in this video, if and all possible during the stream. And yeah, that's all I wanted to say at the beginning here. So let's get right into one of my favorite games from a couple years ago, Wolfenstein: The New Order. Yes, I want to continue. Yeah, okay. Broadcast. Oh, hey Cam. What's up? Uh, so I'm just starting a new game of Wolfenstein: The New Order, which also in this video I'm going to be doing some channel updates and stuff like that. Just telling people about what's going to be coming to the channel as of recently, and some movie reviews that I'm actually going to get out in this video or stream, whatever you want to call it.
These things, none of it for me. I'm moved by roaring engines. I'm lone warriors. We come from the night.
Alright, you do that. We're going to Germany. Why did I do a horrible fucking accent? Feels like it was a mixture between Irish and fucking Canadian. Also, warning to all those who may be watching the stream, I swear. Any young children or family members. Oh, fuck. Fire. Ow, 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 ow. Oh, that fucking hurt. Oh shit. Yeah, I think I'm fine. I got shrapnel in my ass, but I think I'll be fine. Let's kill some Nazi scum. Ah! Ah! Okay. Oh shit.
Death at the gates again. All in my name.
Okay. So some of the recent stuff I want to get out there. The the first thing I want to say about some recent updates to the channel is any recent movie reviews that I'm going to be posting. Originally, I had promised this one guy that I was going to be doing a review of his short film. More than likely, I'm not going to be getting to it. I apologize because a lot of other stuff has just been going under like my boot right now. I have a lot of different projects that I have, so I won't really be able to get towards it anytime soon. I will say that I enjoyed it as a very funny, very cheap-looking film, and it was sort of a hilariously bad sort of thing, but in the best possible way. It was. That's all I have to really say about it. If I'll probably get the name of the channel here in a little bit, but that's all I really wanted to say about that. As far as other movie reviews or something like that, a film I'd like to talk about that came out recently was Star Wars: The Last Jedi. I wanted to get my thoughts on that out there, because traditionally for the last couple years since The Force Awakens, I did like a few Star Wars reviews and everything, and I wanted to get my thoughts on The Last Jedi out there. I really like The Last Jedi. I do acknowledge that it has some flaws. You know, there are some scenes that I did not like, and I acknowledge that it's not a perfect movie. In fact, none of the Star Wars movies I classify are perfect. None of them I would classify as perfect, but I do think it's a very good film. I think the direction was solid. I think that the acting was all phenomenal, especially from Mark Hamill, Adam Driver, and Daisy Ridley, and of course from Carrie Fisher. Just the entire cast did incredibly well. The writing, while weak in some areas, you know, I still think that for the most part, it was very well written. Let's see, some of the Canto Bite scene I thought was pretty much unnecessary, although the Canto Bite scene I thought was kind of unnecessary, but for the most part, it didn't really bother me.
What's the score, Cap?
The most I have to say about the film, I will go into a couple of spoilers just to sort of get them out of the way. My favorite scenes include Luke with Yoda, and let's see, I would also have to say the scene between the entire fight down on Crate was incredible. It's probably my favorite sequence in the film, especially when he projects himself down onto the surface of Crate. It's also probably my favorite scene, and probably it definitely goes up there as one of my favorite scenes in Star Wars, where Luke basically sacrifices himself. And the imagery that pops up from there with him looking at the twin suns like he did on Tatooine, I thought that was incredibly beautiful. And I thought it was a great way to send off Luke's character. Now, I know some people may not agree with me on that, but, you know, film as well as the portrayal of some characters, it's all subjective. It's all opinions. It's, you know, no one's opinion is going to be the same as yours. And I'm not trying to force my opinion down anyone's throat. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm not saying someone else is right. I'm not saying anyone is, like, not entitled to their opinion. But whatever sort of stuff that they have to get out there, it has to be logical arguments. I mean, it can't just be, I don't like the film because Rose ruined the movie for me. No, Rose isn't a bad character. She just adds nothing overall to the story. Overall to the story, Rose pretty much added nothing. And again, it's not like that she's a bad character, it's just horrible placement.
Fergus,
or at the very least, the story between her and Finn on Canto Bight was just not done well. It's not that it's a bad section, necessarily, it's just not needed. Probably, that would probably have to be universally received as the worst sequence of the film. Not that it's a horrible sequence, it's just not needed. Because there's clearly a lot of effort put into the film. It's just, it wasn't as good as a lot of people were expecting it to be. Of course, at that same time, Empire, when it first came out, it was like panned by some people, and they were just like, what the hell is this? What happened to the happy-go-lucky feel of Star Wars that we got with, you know, A New Hope? Or at the time, it would have just been Star Wars, you know. What happened to the feel that we had gotten with the original Star Wars? But at that same time, you know, I definitely still understand the arguments that people have with the film. Some of it I feel is unjustified. For example, when people say, oh, they ruined Luke's character, you have to remember 30 years have passed since Return of the Jedi and The Last Jedi. Characters are going to be changed significantly, and even characters that haven't been truly significantly changed, like Han or Leia in that respect. Their characters weren't significantly changed, and that's because, I don't know, it's just that's sort of where we saw them. Luke, however, was a character that could really need those changes. For example, my favorite aspect is that he was basically a very broken man, who made a huge mistake that he is still wanting to make up for, and by the time the end of the movie comes, I believe he has received the redemption that he wanted. I'm rambling now, aren't I? I think I'll just fucking stop. Alright, other movies that I wanted to talk about were just, like, I wanted to talk about, like, my 10 favorite movies from last year. I'm gonna pause this and just sort of lay out a list of my 10 favorite movies from 2017. First up at number 10, we have M. Night Shyamalan's Split. Number 9, we have Christopher Nolan's Dunkirk. At number 8, we have Gore Verbinski's A Cure for Wellness. Number 7, we have Stephen King's It. Number 6, we have Spider-Man Homecoming. Number 5, we have John Wick Chapter 2. And number 4, we have Edgar Wright's Baby Driver. Number 3, we have Blade Runner 2049. Number 2, we have War for the Planet of the Apes. And my number 1 favorite movie of 2017 was Logan. I absolutely love that movie. It's still one of my favorite, if not my favorite superhero movie of all time. Just passing The Dark Knight as, like, my favorite superhero movie of all time. Alright. Going on to what I was going to be saying also was a new series that Gene Verstreet helped put together. My good buddy Gene Verstreet had been developing an idea for a series for the last like 10 months before he even came to me with the idea. And the idea he had was a series that's based in the Star Wars universe. That would feature a bounty hunter, or a small group of bounty hunters, and I wanted to at least get the idea out there of what we are going to be doing with the series. The series that we are making is a series by the name of Star Wars Paths of the Force. it is the way we have it set. It's set about 1200 years BBY, meaning before the Battle of Yavin. We have set it up with 3 main characters: Cade, who's a bounty hunter, and 2 more bounty hunter characters by the names of Sif. She's a Corellian bounty hunter, and we also have Ollie. He's a Mandalorian. I'm sorry, I'm just getting a little distracted by the game, but also I'm just doing a whole bunch of other stuff at the same time. So, there we go. Fuck your feet! Die! Oh, hello. Taste grenade, bitch! Ooh, lovely. Lovely jubbly. Taste crotch rocket! There's ammo around here. I thought I saw, or there's armor. Oh, what the fuck? Die! And most box are breakable. Hello. I saw a square. Haha, armor. Shit ton of armor. Does not look good over there. Ooh, map. I did a really horrible Indian accent that I'm still doing. Lovely. Going up here and getting the health overcharge. Alright, now I've got a handgun. Luger era 1946. Okay. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you! Demon dog fucker. Burger. Hey. Where was I? Sorry, I'm getting distracted by gameplay, aren't I? Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Fuck you, Nazi scum! Sing Springtime for Hitler in hell! time for Hitler, and fuck you! Oh. Ah! What the fuck? I think... Okay. So I died. Okay, I guess this gives me an opportunity to talk more about the series that me and Gene are developing. I've already written out the first episode. The title of the series, I think I said what the title of the series was. If not, I'll say it again. The title of the series is called Star Wars Paths of the Force. Once again, like I said, 1200 years BBY, before the Battle of Yavin, follows 3 intrepid bounty hunters, a Jedi, and 2 Sith during the times of the Old Republic. It's a very serious series. We're not hoping it becomes Star Wars canon or anything like that. We just wanted to make a fan series that hoped appease some fans while also being our own series that we wanted to stand out on our own while making it. Gene and I co-wrote the script. We also are co-directing the first episode and pretty much doing everything together. He's going to be starring as Cade. We are starting to get more cast members together to play some of the subsequent roles. We have yet to get the budget for the first episode. We're getting costuming materials together as we speak. We're just trying to make this the best possible episode that we can. If not, it'll be at least a great short film. If we aren't able to get the full series off the ground, we can at least make the best possible first episode, the best possible pilot that we can, and see if you guys really want more. Because we really want to do more. We're planning on trying to make at least 3 seasons of this show that we're hoping goes really far. I love the premise when Gene told me about it, and we've just been developing the idea for almost a year now. We've been developing more and more upon it after he gave me the initial ideas for it. Once we get this series off the ground, I think we're just gonna get more and more videos out there for each subsequent release. I'm starting up a new channel called TV Productions, aka Tangeman Verse Street Productions. It sort of fits in that sort of way, almost like me and Gene were supposed to sort of get in line to make films together, so that we'd be TV Productions. I just think that's funny. Once we get that started up, we'll be starting to post more short films and a whole bunch of other stuff like that. Comedy skits, like I posted recently with the Indiana Jones comedy skit. After then, we're going to be doing a whole bunch of other stuff. Hold on one second. Yeah. Okay. Good night. After then, we have no idea what the I just lost my train of thought. Fuck. That always happens. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, talking about short films and stuff like that. With the recent short film that I shot with me and Isaac and Gene, we wanted to make a short film that, it was basing it off of like sketch comedy, and we wanted to base it off of somewhat real events, because the actual short film that we did, which was Close Encounters of the Lucas Kind, I had initially written the screenplay as it was based off of real conversations that George Lucas and Steven Spielberg had when they were thinking about doing a 4th Indiana Jones movie, and the developments between that, and we decided to make a comedic skit off of that. The next skit that I'm planning on doing is a little bit different. It's the premise of it is that it's going to be a therapist going into a large scale session with all the six major movie studios, and all the figureheads are going to be different comedic representations of what the studios are. The studios being represented will obviously be Walt Disney, the Walt Disney Company, 20th Century Fox, Universal, Paramount. I'd have to go into the list again, but in order to remember what studios that we're going to be placing in there, but that's most of the major. Oh yeah, yeah. So we're going to be putting in there. Excuse me, Disney, Fox, Paramount, Universal, Sony, and what was the other one? Shit! Ah! There was one more studio that we had thought of that we were going to be putting in there. But I can't seem to be getting it into my head right now. Oh yeah, and Warner Brothers. Yeah, Warner Brothers. So the six studios are Disney, Universal, Paramount. Disney, Universal, Paramount, Warner Brothers, Sony, 20th Century Fox. Okay. And all the figureheads are going to be, again, different comedic representations of what the companies are going to be. And then it's going to be heading off into a whole tangent about different productions that these guys have went through, different movies that they're releasing, a whole bunch of other stuff. My good buddy Tyler is helping write out a small screenplay to go along with the comedic skit. Because we initially thought of it when we were in college together, when we were roommates. Some other stuff that we're going to be doing is some more comedic skits. We might do a spin-off of that same skit I just mentioned as like video game companies. We're going to be doing a whole bunch of other different short films that I'm wanting to direct. I've written a few screenplays out for a few different short films. A few years ago, I wanted to get a Uncharted short series off the ground. Unfortunately, the campaigns that I tried to run for those didn't necessarily go off of the ground. They just kind of sat there and kind of died after a while, even though I was trying to advertise the crap out of them. We had already written out the script, we were getting costuming materials together, we were trying to get everything shot as best as we could, and we tried to get a budget for the first episode at least, because that basically would have been the funding that we would have had for the entire series. I think the goal I had tried to reach was about $3,000 for the first episode, because that basically would have funded the whole series, because we didn't need a whole lot to film Uncharted. It would have been a lot of practical effects, but at that same time it would have also been just mostly to get the equipment, some new cameras, lighting equipment, and a few of the props that some villains would have had to use. It would have been more in the format of the games, trying to somewhat shoot it from a third-person perspective, as sort of like a stylistic choice in a few scenes, as sort of like when you're walking through like a corridor or something, it almost has that third person aspect to it, like it did in the actual Uncharted games, that I kind of wanted to reference in maybe like one or two scenes. Other than that, it was going to be mostly shot like any sort of traditional action film, or at least an action adventure film like Indiana Jones. There was going to be a lot of great stunt work. Gene, who I work with constantly, was going to be playing as Nathan Drake. We did have this one guy, his name was AJ. He was going to be playing as Sam Drake for a while. We had no one to play Sully, though. We were still in the casting process when we were trying to get funding for the first episode. Unfortunately, we weren't able to find anyone to play Sully, though. which is a shame because you know, Sully is actually my favorite character in the Uncharted franchise, and considering that they're going to be actually making a movie about Uncharted with Tom Holland and possibly Bryan Cranston also going to be in the movie, I'm kind of excited, but at this point I'm still skeptical on video game movies as a whole. Hi. What the hell? Oh, he was over there. Okay, I guess I'll just grab that. That. Health. That. More stuff. Health. Pistol ammo. More ammo. That's not pulling up an indication on my screen. There we go. Granada. A whole bunch of other shit. There we go. Back to single rifle. There we go. More and more armor. Sorry I went off into a little tangent there. I know some people want to just watch me play the game and everything, but it's one of those things where it's like when I get passionate about something, I really want to talk about it. And I might as well talk about other streams that I'm wanting to do in the future. There's a possible thing where me and my buddy Isaac, who played as Steven Spielberg in my short Close Encounters of the Lucas Kind, he's going to be doing streams on his channel called TG Plays. I'm going to put that in the description later when the whole stream is uploaded to YouTube. Let's see, we're going to be doing some other stuff. You know, we're going to be doing Borderlands and a whole bunch of other stuff. And possibly even Fortnite Battle Royale. This guy will not stop. Fuck you. And your Nazi pig dogs. I'll come back for you, baby. I swear. Alright, let's see. Son of a bitch. Well, that was fun. Oh, there's a person actually viewing. Hello. Don't worry, I won't scare you off. And I should probably stop talking, but then again, it's... fuck. I've already gone too far. Regain health, regain health, regain health, regain health, regain health. Ah! Leave me alone. I just wanted to have crumpets. Wait, I'm not. Why am I trying to speak in a horrible German accent? Ow. I'm going this way. I don't like it here. There. Hi. So, who might be viewing today? I would like to know the answer on who is viewing. Why am I speaking in a horrible, horrible imitation of some form of accent? I don't know what the accent's supposed to be mimicking, but by God, it was mimicking something. Hi.
Okay, Blasco. We made it past the stopper. Getting there into the cliff wall directly below Death's Head's compound. Gonna take a lot of fucking rope to climb up there.
Need health. Need lots of it. And I scared him away. Of course I did. I scared the only viewer I had away. But there's one more cannon further up still firing at our birds. We started climbing the cliff wall below the castle. Hurry up and meet us at the top. Hello? Okay. More ammo. Anything else? I guess it does nothing. Okay. I want peace, says Fjord. Hello. Yeah, I find it funny how people were trying to create a controversy out of Wolfenstein: The New Colossus. Yeah, how it was trying to, how some people were like, trying to say, oh, it's promoting, or it's trying to say something about, yeah, I forget what specific things that they were actually trying to say about it, but it was, yeah. It's a game about killing Nazis. What possible thing could people have against killing Nazis? I see nothing wrong in killing fuckers who committed such atrocities. Anyone else object? My God, some people actually object.
We're halfway up the cliff wall, nearly at the compound. Meet you at the top, Glasgow. Hey, Private Wyatt! Much as I adore the view from up here, will you please, for the love of Holy Mother Jesus, climb the godforsaken rope?
Oh, hold on, I gotta blow some shit out of the way. Ooh, oh, I love it. Oh, oh, it's so pretty. Oh, oh, the blood everywhere. Oh, I sound like Tim Curry having an erection. What is wrong with me? I think there might actually be something incredibly wrong with me. Someone help, send a doctor. Hello. Thanks, Wyatt.
Private Wyatt, good kid.
I'm sure you'll return the favor, sir, and then some. Here, I'll point.
Oh, that was fun.
Pay attention, bear boys. This is all turned from a goose hunt to a stick-up job. Behind us now is a centre pit of the German army. What are you doing here, puppet master?
Private gate, sirs. Report for duty.
Well, crazy and dedicated. Welcome to the war. Take over, Private.
Awesome. Anyway,
General Dempsey.
talk about some other stuff. As of any recent videos that I'm going to be doing next, any movie reviews, anything of that sort. I'll probably do a couple more movie reviews, but the rest of my channel is probably going to be consisting of not necessarily reviews or anything, but more short films, comedy skits, a whole bunch of stuff like that. So I may end up changing the channel sometime soon to something revolving around short films, say like Tangent Productions or something like that. You know, just related to my new like filmmaking status. Anyway, continuing with the gameplay here. I think what I'm gonna do is end the stream off here. I think I've gotten across all the stuff that I've really wanted to get across in the video. So, I think I'm gonna end off the broadcast right here. I shall see you all in possibly the next stream, or in my next movie review, or in my next skit. Anything that I do in the future, it's all up to me, because a lot of the stuff I have to do mostly depends on my jobs and, you know, like finding the time to actually shoot all of it. But, you know, so I shall see you all in the next video. Have a great day.